Hmm. So we're discussing about one mantra from Rigveda. Half of it I had covered. That is Rigveda 8:111. 8:111. Devim vacham ajanayanta. Devim vacham ajanayanta devastam Vishwarupaha Pashavo Vadanti. Till that I had explained. Next, other part. Sa no mandresha murjam duhana dhenurvak asman upasuštutaitu swaha. Idam vache idanna mama. So here is speaking that during Annaprashan Samskara we have got two dimensions. One is the food what we take, intake. Other one is what we talk. That's also covered here in Annaprashana. Because the mouth and the tongue are involved in these two things. That is to eat and to talk. So to eat is the Adibhautika level. To talk is taken to the spiritual level. So what we talk is also frames our life, frames our internal structure, helps the soul to progress. So Annaprashana, they have got twofold approach. One the physical one, other one is the spiritual one. So the talk what we utter is also equally important. So discussing about it, and half of it we had covered. Now the other half we will cover it. So it says, Sa naha. Sa means that walk, the talk. The talk, what is there? Naha. Mandaresham urjam. Mandaresham urjam. Mandra, it is from Madi Harshe. Sweet, sweet. Let the words what we talk be sweet, pleasing, soothing. Then it says Isham. Mandaresham. Mandra plus Isham. Isham is defined as Ishi Ichayam. Then Ishamiti Annanama, Ishamiti Balanama. So that Isham has got three meanings. Icha. Icha is the willpower. Then Bala, strength. Anna. Anna, Bala, Vega, speed. To be quick and alert, fast. And Icha. Now this is the meaning of that Isha. So let the words what we speak give to the speaker as well as to the listener Mandra, Madi Harshe, that which makes them happy, pleasing, and Isha, let it be giving off, let it be giver of Isha, Anna, Bala, Vega, Icha Shakti. All these things are taken. How? Give one simile there. Duhana Dhenuhu. Duhana Dehu. Duhana. Duha Prapurane. That is the root. Duhana. Duha Prapurane. Dhenu Dhetwane. Then is the cow. So from the cow we get the milk. And if the cow is in a wonderful condition, it is so easy to milk it and get it. Of course, giving the part what his cough deserves. So after giving the milk for his cough, in order to milk extra, it is there in the cow, we can milk it and just flows out so easily. It just oozes out so easily. In the same way, as we milk from the cow, let the words be milked. So easy. That means let us not face any problem in talking. Let us not face any problem in expression. That's the meaning of it. So as easily as you get the milk from the cow, let the words come out from us, which are Mandra, Harshe, pleasing, Priyam, in other words. Then Isham, with willpower, which is giving us Isham, willpower, Annam, Balam, Vegam. So these are the qualities what you expect from the words, what you talk. And this you are trying to remember here and will have an impression on the child. And tomorrow, if we talk in such a way, we create an environment for the child and the child also picks it up. Dhenuhu Vak Asman Upasuštutaitu. In such a in such a good way we shall talk and create an environment for ourselves and for the child. This is the meaning of the Rigveda 8, 111. 8 Mandala, 100 Sukta and 11th Mantra. So the same thing is continued again with another Yajurveda mantra. Same concept. Vajo Naha Adya Vajo Naha Adya Prasuvati Danam Vajo Devan Rutubhihi Kalpayati Vajo Naha Adya Prasuvati Danam Vajo Devan Rutubhihi Kalpayati. One line. Vajo hi ma sarvaviram. Vajo hi ma sarvaviram. Jajana Vishwa Asha Vajapatihi Jayeyam Swaha. Vajapatihi Jayeyam Swaha. After the first line, Vajohi ma sarvaviram jajana Vishwa Asha Vajapatihi Jayeyam Swaha. Idam Vache Vajaya Idanna Mama. This is Yajurveda 18.33. Yajurveda 18.33. Yajurveda 18.33. Of course, it's also there in Paraskara Grihya Sutra. Vajaha. Vajaiti Anna Bala Vega. Vajaiti Anna Bala Vega. Vajagato is the root. Vajaiti Anna Bala Vega. Vajagato is the root. So this Anna Bala Vega, that is Vaja. The root is Vajagato. So let this Vaja, Anna Bala Vega, as a basic requirements for us. Let this give us the capacity to Danam, to share with others. So elsewhere we have got different Veda mantras where it says, whatever you are eating, don't eat alone. Share and eat. Share. And it also says, if you eat alone without sharing, it is as good as eating your own sin. You eat your own sin if you eat alone. So whatever food we have, we have to share and eat. Not necessarily with human beings. It could be other creatures also. Share it and eat. Before eating, please note that how much you have shared with whom. That's very clear. And of course, the same thing is expressed in Gita also. Gita also, because of the influence of this Vedic thought, one shloka is there. Tair dattan apradayebhyo, taihi dattan apradayebhyo, yo bhunkte stena eva saha. Tair dattan apradayebhyo, yo bhunkte stena eva saha. This is from Gita. This is guidance given by Krishna. Of course, Krishna was a great Vedic scholar. There is no doubt about it. Whatever has been given to you, Tair Dattan, by God, by Satchidananda, whatever is given to you by nature, Apradayebhyo, without sharing, without giving it to others who are needy, Tair Dattan Apradayebhyo, yo bhunkte, one who consumes it, without sharing with others, what has been given to you by nature and God. Taihi dattan, taihi means the nature and God, whatever has been given to you. Apradayebhyo, da means dudai dane. Without giving it, if you consume, yo bhunkte, one who eats it, one who enjoys it, stena eva saha is equal to a thief. Is a thief. So he is selfish, and whatever has been given, if he consumes it for only himself without sharing, he is a thief. That's the meaning of the shloka in Gita. Stena eva saha. Stena is thief. Definitely is a thief. Because whatever has been given to him, he is so selfish and eats for himself and never shares with others who are needy around him. The same concept, the root of it is here in this mantra. It says, whatever anna, bala, vega we have got, we should share with others and it should be enjoyed then. So sharing is very important. You can just think in a broad view. That is, if the sharing concept is instilled in a person at a very young age, and when we perform this annaprashana, when we eat food, when we remember this again and again, remind ourselves about this, I think there is no hunger in the world. There will not be any hunger in the world. Because we share and eat. Some have a little more, some have a little less. So those who have got little more, yes, they will share with others. Everybody can have food. Food is assured. Provided this thought is instilled in everyone's mind. So great, so great. But today we are seeing there are so many countries who are suffering because of scarcity, because of shortage of food, like Somalia and other places. And we made it a big issue. And in some places where it is in large quantities, they are unable to use it. They just throw it, waste it. Both things are happening at the international level. Say, it starts from the basic society, basic unit, a society, a family, where we share, live together, and food is a primary requirement for everyone. It's a primary requirement, and when it's possible for us to share a little, maybe just a morsel of food, let me say, just a morsel of food is sufficient. And such a thing is explained earlier also. But here, in future, we'll see it. We call it as Vivaha Samskaara. Vivaha Samskaara, marriage or wedding. There, they say that the couple who are married have to perform certain duties. They take upon themselves certain duties. That's why it's called Vivaha. Vaha is Vaha Prapane, to take on certain responsibilities in a special way. So in a special way, whatever additional duties we take upon us on the occasion, we call it as Vivaha. Vivaha is taking upon ourselves some special responsibilities and discharging it. So there one thing is said, that Whenever you are earning and enjoying your things, maybe food, maybe anything, you have to share and do it with those who are less fortunate, those who cannot earn for themselves. But food and other things is their primary requirements. It's a primary requirement. They all need it. When you can earn and share, do it. Without sharing, don't eat. Without sharing, don't enjoy. With those who are less fortunate, who cannot, maybe because of their old age, maybe because orphans, maybe because they are weak, because maybe they are having some disease and other things. So many problems are there, because of which they are not able to fend for themselves. So such case, share with them, share with them. And if everybody shares a little, it's more than sufficient for those people. It's not that we have to share everything, whatever they need. A part of it, a part of your earning, you share with them. Part of the food, whatever earned, you share with them. If 10 people share, that's more than sufficient for them. They can make a happy living. So here the whole thing is, the concept is how we can be sensitive to the problems of others and pains of others. That sensitivity to the pain of others, that's called as compassion. Compassion is the main feature of a human being. No other animal can understand what that compassion is and behave. Mechanically they behave. But understanding and with conscious effort, applying compassion in our life is the feature of human life. That is humanity. Humanity is equal to compassion. If compassion is not there, we cannot call it as human nature. So there are so many things here and there, which all put together, it says that giving and sharing is very important. That to the basic needs. Other things, okay, we'll see later. Basic needs. They want to exist. Every living being wants to exist and survive. Food is very much necessary. So give it to that. Not only that, there are many creatures who are searching for their food. Maybe an ant to a bird. We don't know. So before eating, that's what it says. That is the extra responsibility they take during the wedding, during marriage, vivaha samskara. Vivaha samskara is the best word for that. So the additional responsibility is, before taking my food, I leave a part of it outside my house, so the creatures also can enjoy it. Starting from insects to birds. And we also share it with others who are less fortunate, who are in need of it. This is one of the basic responsibility of the couple who come together. So now, this will be seeing it later. Again, I'll remind this when we are speaking of Vivaha Samskara. These responsibilities are 5 in number. This is one of them. And now we will be seeing it there in detail. But there are links. So this way to understand. Sharing is important. Earlier also I told her, sharing and caring is very much necessary for a human life. So I'm just repeating it again with the help of this mantra in Anna Prashana Samskara. So this Anna Bala Vega should give us that capacity to share with others. And for that sake, Prasuvati, Shu Prerane, Shu Pranigarbha Vimochane, Shu Abhishave, these are the different routes for that. So let whatever we get be in such a way that let it give us that attitude to share with others. Prasuvati. Then another very important thing is that Vajaha Naha Adya Prasuvati Danam. For the sake of sharing and caring with others, let the food, what we get, let the bala we get, let it be helpful. That means let it give us that attitude, this disposition to share it with others. Then it says, Vajo Devan Rutubihi Kalpayati. This is also very important. How it happens. This attitude, the disposition, how to get it. It says, because it is with Devan. Devan means learned and people who are knowledgeable. Be in company with them, we get this, number 1. Number 2, Rutubhihi Kalpayati. This is also very important. Rutubhihi is one, Adi Bhautika is with reference to the seasonal thing. That's one Ritu. Another is Ru Gatau, that is being straight. So being straight means being honest. Following those principles which are honest and open and frank and transparent. That also gives us this capacity. That is, whatever food we earn, we are concentrating on the means how we earn it. That Ritubihi refers to that, the means. Maybe we get food, maybe we get this and that. By hook or crook also it's possible. It says no, not by hook or crook, but by being straightforward, honest, and transparent. That is how we have to earn. Out of that earning, if you earn in that way, yes, we always feel that, let me share it with others. I'll be motivated, I'll be inspired to share with others who are less fortunate or needy, provided I earn the food by just means. In a straight and transparent way. I got nothing to hide. This is my profession, this is what I have done, this is what I have got. If I am so honest, that honesty begets this attitude to share and care. There is a link between them. When I am earning things by dishonest means, let me say, by dishonest means for earning means, there my stress is on earning by hook or crook. I don't follow any right means or any such principles or policies. So I want to acquire, I want to amass wealth and keep it. That's why I am ready to do anything to earn it. So such a person will never think of caring for others. He is so selfish and he takes everything and amasses and piles it up. A person who is on the right track, who is honest to earn, will always be compassionate and will be able to share it with others. So the way we earn the wealth also is very important. Rutibihi. One is seasonal, that's one meaning. Another one is in the right way. The person who is trying to earn wealth in the right way, their importance or stress will be on the way we earn it rather than how much we earn it. So that's the difference. How much we earn it, they are interested in earning. They are not bothered about any principles or policies. So even a hook and crook means also is okay. Cricket means is also okay. They can never be compassionate. They cannot understand the difficulties of others. They cannot understand the needs of others because they are concentrating on just amassing wealth and earning. Whereas earning in the right means, yes, their orientation is slightly different. They say that why I should earn in the honest way? Because it's good for me and for the society. So they just involve that dimension of society in their mind. Definitely they become compassionate and share with others who are needy. So the Rutubihi is very important here. Rutubihi kalpayati. That is, they frame their lifestyle in such a way that it becomes straightforward and transparent. Vajohima sarvaviram jajana. Vajohima sarvaviram jajana. Jajana jani pradurbhave. Vajaha, again this annabala vega. Of course, Rutubihi is there in the bracket. So the wealth which is earned in the right means, that itself is definitely, that he is, emphasize it, it's an emphatic one. He, that food only, that annabala vega only, ma for us, sarvaviram jajana, it makes us strong. It inspires our soul. That food which is earned in the right means, that only. Any food what we earn will not be able to inspire us to tread the right path. Food earned in the right means, yes, it will help us. It will help us to be inspired and motivated to follow the right path. Sarva viram. Vim irayati iti viram. It means the soul, the spirit. Irayati iragatau. It means that inspires and motivates. The soul is inspired and motivated when the food is given. Of course, we are not giving to the soul directly. It is to the instrument what the soul uses, that's the body and mind. So when that food is given, yes, the machinery works well and it serves the soul very well for a long time. So the food what we eat also is very, very important. That's what it says. And it will help us for a long journey and to gain the spiritual strength. Of course, that's the purpose of human life. To gain the spiritual strength. Jajana, it can create, it can give to the soul whatever strength it needs through food earned in the right means. So earning it in the right means is always very important. Nowadays we have forgotten. We want money, we want wealth. How you earn it? Don't worry about it. Just amass it, just get it. Grab it, doesn't matter. Steal it, doesn't matter. Borrow it, doesn't matter. Finally, you should have some wealth with you. So you have to survive. But wealth earned in the wrong means will never help you to survive. Though physically, though in the mundane sense it may help you, spiritually you become bankrupt. Because you are earning it through the wrong means. So human life is there to become rich spiritually. Not in the material sense. Material sense, of course, we need it for our survival and sustenance. It's okay. But beyond that, whatever we earn physically, whatever wealth we amass, one day or other we are throwing it and getting out. It will not come with us. We are all knowing it. We are all knowing it. It's not difficult to know it. But still, our emphasis or our priority will be to earn material wealth. And one day we are throwing it and getting out. But if you increase the spiritual wealth, then that will come with us even to the next life and next lives. So that understanding must be very clear for us. It doesn't mean that I don't want money, I don't want wealth. Yes, we need it, just for sustenance, just for the upkeep of the instrument, the Sharira Indriya Manas. We need it, we take it. But don't make it the first priority, that's the second priority. The first priority is the spiritual strength and the spiritual richness, which will come with you in coming lives. And that will help you to experience peace and bliss. So concentration is on that, this is the second priority. But I look around in the world, the first one is totally forgotten, and we are all after money, we are all after wealth. That's the problem. So when you are after wealth, when you are after money, at one point or the other, we just forget the principles and the means. Throw it into wind. I want money, I will get it. That's all. At any level, you can say at the level of the individual, the same thing happens. At the social level also it happens. At the international level also it happens. We do have countries who just live, who just make money by selling arms and ammunitions. We do have. Their major transaction, their major business is to manufacture arms and ammunitions, pile it up, sell it. The whole countries they live on that. It's too inhuman, it's too inhuman. But what is their priority? Make money. Make money, be rich. Make money, be rich. What will happen if they start selling arms and ammunition and try to become rich? They are causing disturbance in the world. They are causing disturbance at all levels. Doesn't matter, I want money, I get it, I'm happy. This is the attitude of many countries. So when this is the attitude, when their commodity to sell is arms and ammunitions, they will see indirectly that a war goes on here or there, somewhere, sometime. Otherwise, their commodity will not be sold. So they are not for peace. They are not for compassion. They are not for happy existence. They are for creating disturbance, creating wars, and finally sell their commodity and make money. The whole means is not good. So this is what is happening. We are seeing such countries, we are seeing such societies, we are seeing such people. And the very purpose of human life is lost. The purpose of human life is to strengthen the soul, to purify the soul, so that you will experience peace and bliss. Through this wrong means, it will never happen. So it says here that Vacho ima sarvaviram jajana Vishwa asha, next one, Vajapati Jayayam. G Jaya. To win. To win. We shall win over all such crookedness, and from all directions we shall follow this. In all means we shall follow this. Asha means direction. From all perspectives we shall follow this and win over this crookedness. Because that will not take us anywhere. That will make us cruel, that will make us warmongers, that will make us inhuman, that make us intolerant. If it's the other way, yes, we are closer to peace and bliss. So to do that, we should win over our own selves. We should win over such thoughts. We shall win over such wrong thoughts, wrong perspectives, wrong approach. We shall win over it and take the right path. This intention, this mantra. That is Yajurveda 1833. Vishwa Asha from all perspectives, from all directions. Vajapatihi Jaya. We shall become Vajapati, the masters of that Anna Balavega. There's a difference between the two. If you are slaves to that, yes, we just want it. That means you don't care. But if you are the master of it, yes, I'm concerned about the means also. If the means are good, yes, I take it. Because the whole decision is in my hands. That's Vajapati. Elsewhere also it says, we shall be masters of wealth. Vayam syama patayo rayinam. Elsewhere. We shall be the masters of wealth. But what are we today? We are slaves to wealth. I want wealth. How I get it, I don't bother at all. But only when I am master of wealth, yes, that will be under my command. I can get it in the right means, I can spend it in the right way. Because I am the master of it. I am not a slave to it. If I am a slave to wealth, then my words and my commands will never be listened to. Do anything, get money. And spend it as you like. Or in other words, as the money comes in the wrong way, it goes in the wrong way also and you have no control over it. So the whole wealth comes and goes without my control. That's not the way we have to live. While coming also, we should check it and we should take it in the right way. And while spending also, we should spend in the right means, on the deserving causes, on the right cause. Then I will be controlling, I will be managing it, I will be monitoring it. That's what is required. That is Jayaya. Thus we shall win over it and control it. Let it not come in some way, let it not go in some way. So this is what exactly we have to understand about the managing of wealth. It should not manage us, we should manage it. So this is Yajurveda 18.33. And after these things are discussed with reference to wealth, with reference to our earning of food, Annaprashana Samskaara, earning of food, and with reference to the talk. So it has got two functions. One is eating, and the other one is talking. Anna, the mouth, the tongue. So we're discussing the two facets of it. Then we continue. Then we say some more mantras. Om Pranena Annam Ashiya. Pranena Annam Ashiya Swaha. Idam Pranaya Idanna Mama. Idam Pranaya Idanna Mama. Om Apanena. Om Apanena. Om Apanena Gandhan Ashiya. Gandhan Ashiya Dha Mahaprana. Gandhan Ashiya Swaha. Idam Apanaya. Idam Apanaya Idanna Mama. Om Chakshusha. Om Chakshusha Rupani Ashiya Om Chakshusha Bisnir Kodilla idu. Om Chakshusha Rupani Ashiya Swaha Om Chakshusha Rupani Ashiya Swaha Idam Chakshushe Idanna Mama Om Shrotrena Yesho Ashiya Swaha Yesho Ashiya Swaha Idam Shrotraya Idanna Mama Idam Shrotraya Idam Namama Idam Shrotraya Idanna Mama. So this is all from Paraskara Grihya Sutra 1194. It just summarizes what all we have discussed now. Ashiya is a common word what we found in all the 4 sentences. Ashiya. Ashabhakshane is a root. We shall consume, we shall enjoy, we shall take. Ashabhakshane. So what is there for our enjoyment? What is there for our consumption? Of course, we are speaking of Annaprashana. So here we speak of the physical taking number 1 and at the same time the spiritual thing, what we have to take in. What we have to take in is being again repeated and stressed here. And Swaha. Swaha is we offer, that's 1 meaning. Swaha. What we are speaking is the right thing. Su is the right. Aha. What is speak. So what we are speaking, what we are trying to remember, this is the right thing. Another very important thing is there. It is for Shrotra, it's for other things. Idan Namama, it's not for me. So I'm offering this for the good of the world and it's not mine. I have severed my relationship with that. It's very important. We have to offer in such a way that you just give it and forget. Give and forget. Don't have any strings attached to it. Don't have any connection with what I have given. You give it wholeheartedly, forget about it. That is Idan Namama. That's also very important. We give, but most of the time when we give, we remember to whom what we have given, we make a note of it and remind them, I have given this to you, I have given this to you. That's not the way of giving. It says, give and forget. The one who has received should remember it. It's the other way around. The one who has received should remember, yes, so-and-so has helped me. Though so-and-so was assisting me, I got it from so-and-so. They should remember, not the giver. The giver should forget, the receiver should remember. That's all the other way. Today, whatever you receive, you forget happily. And you say, what have you done for me? And the one who has given, he says, this is what I have done to you, this is what I have done to you. Topsy-turvy. Now, the right thing is, give and forget, receive and remember forever. That's the right way. Okay. So here it says, prana. Prana is pra-an. In the right way, what can enliven, what can give energy to things. That is prana. So for that sake, we are doing this. And whatever I said is right. And whatever I do for this sake, it's given. And I have no attachment with it. I don't remember it also. It's prana, apana. So I've spoken about prana and apana and many things. At the physical level and also at the spiritual level. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. So all these things are the 5 metabolic systems that work in us. So the food what you take should help these 5 metabolic systems to work well. And for that sake, we are doing this. And it says Chakshusha and Shrotra. Chakshu means the eyes, Shrotra means the ears. So it represents all the sense organs of ours, representative. So these sense organs also must work well in coordination with the very purpose of life. So see good things, listen good things. And whatever strength is required for these sense organs, of course we are getting it out of food and thought. Food for the physical strength and thought for the right using of these instruments. If thoughts are corrupted, yes, the eyes will be strong, the ears will be good, but we hear wrong things, we see wrong things. We are not able to discriminate what is good and bad. So the food what we eat must be able to give us that strength, spiritual strength to distinguish between good and bad, and at the same time should give all the necessary inputs for the sense organs to function well. So it is 2 things. One is a physical one, another is a spiritual one. Spiritual for discriminating between good and bad, physical to make it strong and work well. So those things are remembered here. So after it is done, then we have got the common things what we had done earlier. That is Swishtakrit Ahuti is general. We have seen in other Samskaaraas. Swishtakrit Ahuti. Then Vyahriti Ahriti. Vyahriti means Bhuhu Bhuha Swaha Bhur Bhuva Swaha. So we do that. And finally, with that porridge, we give some offerings. And finally, we do this Purnahuti. That's the end of the whole thing. That Havan part of it. Another very important thing is there. That is, after all this Havan is there, Havan is over. Then we have to understand in what condition our mind will be to receive things. I discussed all these things. And at the end of the Havan, after Purnahuti, an ambience will be created and mind becomes open and is able to grasp things like a blotting paper. So that level is given to the brain to receive, the ears to receive. And finally it will be the impression on the soul. That's a different issue. But it will all be open and so energetic that they can take in whatever good is said. So at that point of time, one mantra is chanted. This is from Yajurveda 11.83. 11.83. So this mantra is chanted at the end to summarize what all we have discussed so far. It is in a nutshell we understand it. And this mantra, we not only use it in this Annaprashana Samskara, we also use it every time when we take food. Every time before taking food, we pray and use this mantra and then take food. So this is the mantra is Annapate, Annapate, Annasya, Annapate, Annasya, No Dehi, Annapate, Annasya No Dehi, Anamivasya Shushminaha. Anamivasya Shushminaha. First Shu is Talavya, second one is Murdanya. Shushminaha. Shushminaha. Annapate Annasya No Dehi Anamivasya Shushminaha. One line. Prapradataram Prapradataram Tarisha Prapradataram Tarisha Urjam no Dehi. Here is Dha is Mahaprana. Prapradataram Tarisha Urjam no Dehi Dvipade Chatushpade. Dvipade Chatushpade. Yajurveda 11.83. 11th chapter, 83rd mantra. Now this mantra summarizes all we have discussed so far, plus little more. So this mantra is introduced to the child during Annaprashana. How far it understands is a different issue, but that impression will be there. And we elders, every time when we take maybe breakfast, maybe lunch, maybe dinner, whatever it is, before partaking with food, we always chant this mantra and take it. Because that chanting of mantra, of course, with meaning, not mere mechanical chanting. With meaning, if I chant this, my whole system will be ready to take food and take the maximum out of that food for my sustenance and for my intellect. Spiritual and physical. We'll be able to get the maximum out of the food what you consume, provided we tune the whole system along with this mantra. So the whole system is tuned. If the system is not tuned, whatever input we give, it will go a waste. It will not be consumed, it will not be received. So the tuning is necessary for the Sharira, Indriya, Manas and the spirit, the soul. So that tuning is done with this mantra, and every time when we take food, we chant it. That's a practice what we have. Anybody can do it. Anybody, and it is beyond any, caste, creed, race and other cultures. It is one which is required for every human being. Yes, we want food, we take food, that's fine. And you are also interested in getting the best out of that food, maximum out of that food. Whatever vitamins are there, energy is there, whatever proteins are there, whatever you call it, whatever strength it has got, the maximum strength you want to get it out of food. I don't say waste. I put it in, it comes out as garbage. That's of no use. So whatever food I consume, I should be able to get the best out of it. So for that sake, the whole system must be tuned physically as well as spiritually. We should awake it, we should awaken it. And then, if I take food, yes, the maximum of it I can get. The waste will be less. So for that, to tune these body and spirit, this mantra helps us a lot. Annapate, annasya, no dehi, anamivasya, shushminaha. One line. Prapradataram, tarisha, urjam, no dehi, dvipade, chatushpade. Yajurveda 11.83. So we will go into the details of it in the next class, because it takes some time. Maybe the whole class, next class we will concentrate on this and how it helps, how it tunes our body, mind and spirit for consuming food. So before taking food, we should concentrate on these things. Tune it, that's very important. Tuning the system to receive. If the tuning is done, yes, we receive the best from what we eat, what we think. We get the best out of it. It's not tuned, okay, it comes in from this side, goes out from that side. The benefits are very less. But when you tune it, the benefit is the best. Of course, we use it in anything, mechanical thing. So I have machinery, I want to tune it and keep it at the best level. Only then whatever fuel I put it, it will be used to maximum. I get the best output. If it is not tuned, so there will be a lot of waste. So if I want to avoid waste and make the best use of it, wherever I'm using that, the whole thing or the whole system must be tuned, fine-tuned. Anything, anywhere. The same thing is here, is the physical, it's the human body and mind and soul. How to tune it so that we get the best out of the food what we eat. This is the core of, this is the essence of all this Annaprashana Samskara. And it's not during only Annaprashana Samskara I chant it, no. I learn it and chant it every time before I take food. So that meaning and explanation of that mantra, 11.83 Yajurveda, we will see it in the next class.
Sharma,
yes, please.
Can you say the whole mantra one more time?
One more time, okay. Annapate, annapate, annasya, no dehi, annapate, annasya, no dehi, anamivasya, shushminaha. The first sha is talavya, the second sha is murdhanya. Shushminaha. One line. Prapradataram. Pra is twice. Pra dataram. Tarisha. Tarisha. Urjam no dhehi. Urjam no dhehi. Here dha is Mahaprana. Urjam no dhehi. Dvipade chatushpade. Dvipade chatushpade, 2 lines, Yajurveda 11.83. So we shall discuss about in the coming class. So there are so many things to be understood in this mantra. Then I think if that, with that, yes, with that, this Annaprashna Samskara will come to an end after discussing this. Then the next Samskara, what we have got is Chuda Karma Samskara. Next one. So we'll complete this and move on to Chuda Karma Samskara. Okay, thank you.